If you ever wanted to do farming in Jamaica, this video is certainly a must-watch. I've heard from some locals that agriculture should be the main industry in Jamaica, but all of us can see imported fruits and vegetables both in supermarkets and marketplaces. Why? Why not just sell local goods to support local farmers? To answer this question, we are making a set of videos about farming in Jamaica to cover the strong sides and some of the challenges. And we shall start with a visit to a small successful farm to learn how the most delicious top quality tomatoes are produced and get from here to here. The tomato, though often confused as a vegetable, is in fact a fruit. What is more, it is the most popular fruit in the world, with over 180 million metric tons produced worldwide. The second to them are bananas, with only 115 million tons produced. There are about 10,000 varieties of tomatoes on our planet. There can be a wide range of colors, from pink to purple, yellow to green, and sometimes even striped or spotted. In Jamaica, however, we have two main types of tomatoes that are widely available across the country. These are beefsteak tomatoes, locally known as salad tomatoes, which are mostly used for salads and sandwiches. And there are also Roma tomatoes, known as plummy tomatoes in Jamaica. They are the most affordable and popular choice here. Because of their hard texture, they are widely used for cooking of many Jamaican dishes. For a very long time, these two types of tomatoes were the only options in Jamaica. Sure, there are people who grew other types just at their backyards, but not at the commercial level. Until one day, a man from St.Mary decided to change that and from scratch built the demand for grape tomatoes made in Jamaica. He is the owner of Radical Farms in St.Mary, and he kindly allowed us to interview the men from his team to learn more about their work. So we're now going to one of the greenhouses to have a look at the actual process of how tomatoes get from here to our table.
My name is Rolly. I work at Radical Farm in St.Mary, and I work here for probably about 10 years now. And these are the trees that we planted. From seedlings, we sow our own seeds. And then after 2 weeks, we transplant them into these buckets, which is perlite. They grow. They started to bear after like about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they started to bear. And then you reap after 68 to 70 days. It starts with the yellow flower, and then after it put out the fruits, almost close to the vine first, before it comes to the tip. That's why you see these ones, you can reap from one of these 2 or 3 times. If you notice, these ones are ripened, and these are not yet fit.
Yeah, you can see the tiny ones.
Yeah, you can see the tiny ones coming out from the yellow.
I see that the ripe ones are all at the bottom.
Yeah, always, because these are always ripe first, because these things are older than these. Because the tree keep growing, and I should say like every week or every month it put out a different things. You reap this one this week, so you have this one to reap next week from like every tree. Continue for about 6 months. And then we took down the trees and cleaned the house, then we start over again.
And then you replant them from seeds?
We replant from seedlings again.
Why cannot they go for more than 6 months? The trees die out, or what happens?
No, not really, but when they get old, they don't produce as much.
Oh.
They don't produce as much, so it take a lot of nutrients, and then you find you use a lot of nutrients and you don't get the production. We plant these in October. So we're refurbishing that house by the end of this month, going to March. We're supposed to plant before this house go down, so we have fruits continue to supply. Non-stop production, right round. Yeah, right round, right through the year.
Hello, my name is Dave. I work at a Radical Farm in St.Mary. I do maintenance work at the farm. I take care of a lot of stuff. And right now, we are refurbishing the greenhouse. A couple months back, we get a little freak storm and tear up the plastic. So we have to get back everything together, all the irons, cables and stuff. Yeah, the corrosion started to make the iron them rust. So it rotted the iron them. So I have to dig it down back and rub it off and then cast it up back.
Yeah,
All
so
of them, everyone we see rust.
everything rests.
Everything.
Yeah.
So we have to put back the strength in the building, just like why. If you notice them on there, they're not different type of mixture of concrete.
Okay.
I'm changing the cables because we're going to put up some new cables, some iron. As you can see, some iron rotting. So we carry them to the welder. So the welder get them together and, cut out a little bit of rotting and put in a good piece. Then we have to go back and rub them off, paint them, get everything painted, and then put them up back before any others work. Every 6 months, we switch.
Okay. And when you switch, you do the refurbishment of them, or
Yeah.
what happens?
We clean up. First, cut out all the trees, then empty the perlite, as I say. Empty it there, get the bucket to wash. Then we come through, I wash all of these pipes with bleach, sterilize them. After I wash out the plastic outside, I roll it up. Then I use the power wash. All of these
To clean
clean.
up.
So the mesh have to be very white.
Oh.
Clean. I mean, clean.
Super clean.
Yeah. All these green spots in here,
Yes.
the next 2 months, come back here and see none of them.
Oh, so you're gonna wash out all the green stuff?
Everything. Sterilize out the place, get it very clean. That means no fungus,
Nothing.
nothing at all.
You see, grape tomatoes are designed to be much sweeter and have a very rich flavor, but they are more difficult to produce and require greater investment than the production of other tomatoes. Grape tomatoes are grown with the help of hydroponics, which is the method of growing plants without soil. And the flavor has a lot to do with the growing techniques and the crop management, like getting the proper solution to feed the plants with all the nutrients. When Radical Farms were started in 2008, this technology was not widespread in Jamaica. In fact, the most difficult part for them was the construction, because they didn't have anyone locally who could, set it up or have reference to. Nothing like this existed in Jamaica at that time at that scale. So Radical Farms had to take the risk and build everything from scratch. It took them 1.5 years before production was finally launched in 2009.
This is more like the art of the system, where it get feed and everything from all of these 4 containers that supplies the nutrients to all the trees. You will see different mixtures. So this one is more browny. Yeah, this having iron and calcium nitrate, and this one is that's acid and water. Yeah. And this is the little machine I take from these 3 drums, pour into this one, mix with water, and then distribute to the plants. And this is like a little computer thing that control it. Yeah, each bucket carry 2 trees only. 2 trees to each bucket. And this is we got 2 feeders that feed, while the machine works. See it? So this is feeding now. So you just get that for about 3 minutes. Yeah, every 15 minutes, the cycle go around and you get it feed. And then the bucket have a little reservoir here. So it contain water at all times. It contain water here. And time it pass this mark, it overflow into this pipe and go outside.
Okay, because you don't want too much water?
No, you don't want too much water in it. But you still want it keep water say for instance, the machine should shut down. It can have about a 2 hour or a 3 hour maintenance with water same, you know. You even have to check it more time. That's it don't black up, you know. It don't black up so the water will go outside. Okay. Yeah.
Because I thought they're just growing right in the water, but they're not in the water, they are in this perlite.
Yeah, they are in this perlite, you know. The perlite itself have no nutrients in it. It's just in the water that we send to it. That's where the nutrients come from.
See there? This is what we planted the tree them in.
Oh, what are these?
We call it perlite.
Oh, this is perlite.
Yeah. So when we put it in the drum, show the hot water on it, it get loose.
But this is where they grow? Is like instead of the soil?
Yeah. They grow in it, but through the water, they need to feed off water. So that's why we have the irrigation system, the pump.
This is such an interesting material. It's like nice and soft, but it's...
When the water catch it, as I would say, it's like it get heavy and it just swell. When the roots catch it now, it combine like dirt, or the dirt will combine back together. Yeah, that's how it get back together. Because every time you go, so you see root, right? If you notice, look, you just see bare fiber.
It's fiber?
Yeah.
So tomatoes make this?
Yeah. Feel it now.
It's like fiber, just like
fiber.
Just like clothes.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
These bottles, we use them for testing. The pH go to this, like we say, like 5.8 into the plant. So when it comes out, we test it again. So you see how much the plants take from the nutrients that it get. So you touch each one, you touch like each row, so you know if it's really taking the right amount. If you see the pH fall or the pH get high in this, the plants are not taking up enough nutrients. So you need to look at the plant and say, well, something probably wrong with this plant, because it's not taking enough nutrients, or probably just the whole section, you know. So then you know to adjust it on the computer. Everything's supposed to keep up on the same margin, you know, except you will have these over here sweet and these over there not so sweet. So when you test it now, you find everything are equal, so you know everything is run smooth.
However, the technology is only one part of this story. An even more interesting part is the business side of it. I'll be making a separate video to explain the challenges of farming in Jamaica and why it's been struggling, because there is a lot to say. So if you don't want to miss that video, check the bell, it's on for notification, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. For this video, I just want to mention shortly one of many reasons why we keep seeing imported fruits and vegetables in Jamaica. And that reason is our climate. If you've ever lived in Jamaica, you must have noticed that any seed you throw in the soil will grow. And it can grow all year round. There are so many plants that absolutely love the humidity, this warm, wonderful climate. But do you know who else likes this climate? Fungi, bacteria, viruses, wide variety of insects from flies, moths, and to mites that attack beneficial insects like bees. If we talk about tomatoes, whiteflies can discover them and multiply rapidly, which is detrimental to the crop. If the plants are infected with mosaics virus, that's it. There is no cure. Pests and diseases are a problem in agriculture everywhere in the world, but it is more so in tropical climate, such as in Jamaica. Is there a solution? Yeah, but the one we don't like much. Pesticides, insecticides, fungicides. And even when some farmers use them, they can only use them to a point, because they don't want to use the ones that are harmful to humans or soil or harmful to beneficial insects. And those ones that are not harmful might not work against some of the diseases. For certain crops, however, there is another solution, or at least a way to minimize all of these risks, and it's a greenhouse. In Europe, we build greenhouse so that we can have some warm area so plants can grow. In Jamaica, the greenhouse serves a different purpose.
Yeah,
So what's the main purpose? Is it for protection or?
yeah, for protection.
Why not just grow them outside without the green?
No, especially these types, they're not going to survive outside. They will survive, but I tell you, you won't get the same yield that you get inside here. And it probably go for just like 2 months, and then it goes down. It also protects from insect. You don't really have any insect inside here. If you have it outside, you have insect will destroy it. The rain destroy it, so you won't have that long crop. You won't get the amount of yield that you get. Outside, I think they're too hot, or like when the rain fall, too much rain, they grow fungus, and the fungus destroy all the leaf. And if the plant doesn't have any leaf, you know, it don't produce.
Is there any specific requirement about the distance that they have to be?
Yeah, you have to.
If they're too close, then what? They're not going to bear fruit?
Not directly, but if they're too close, the breeze don't go between them, and like they will grow more fungus-like, you know? They need more space. When these finish ripe now, we clip off all of these, throw them and the leaf, and give it space to like, you know, get some sunlight. If you don't have the sunlight up, you don't get them ripe so fast either, you know? So you have to have the sunlight. At first, I think they couldn't grow in here, but, you know.
You didn't think they could grow here?
No, inside the house, because it was so hot, but probably it's about 80-something hour, you know?
What are these fans?
They're not working anymore. Through the year, so it's not like, not too hot, it's not too hot, and not too cool. So it's the right temperature. So we don't use the fan them anymore. We just close them down.
What were they for before?
For like if we get too much heat, for cool down the plants them, like turn it on, cool down the plants them. You know,
So the same as we use at home?
Yeah.
Just to get some?
Yeah, but true out here is the right climate. We don't need no fan.
Does it become really hot here?
Sometimes it's very hot where we can take a little break. Show the plastic, you know, the plastic gather more heat. But the plants can take it, but we can't take it that much. So if it get too hot, shade, screen, the fan, cool down the plants. But we not use them anymore. You know, as I said, the right climate is here, so we don't need to use the screen, we don't need to use the fan.
We shouldn't forget about seasons in Jamaica. They don't affect tourists that much because most tourists stay at the coastline, but farms are inland where there can be a lot of rain during certain times of the year, like in autumn. It's also difficult to grow fruits like tomatoes in summer because of the heat. If it's too hot, they lose a lot of flowers, meaning they won't produce, or they don't get as plentiful as they should. And this is the reason for price fluctuation at Jamaican market. Because of shortages in some months, prices get higher, like the example we see in December. This is just an example for tomatoes, but a similar situation is relevant to many other crops in Jamaica. So when a supermarket has a contract with local farmers, but during certain months of the year, these farmers simply cannot supply the amount of these goods needed because of seasons or because of their struggle with diseases. What should a supermarket do? Either stop selling this product entirely or import it from elsewhere. Next time you're in a supermarket, pay attention to labels of something like corn. Sometimes it will say product of Jamaica, other times product of USA. Why? Because during these particular months, there is no Jamaican corn. It just doesn't exist, at least not at commercial level. Is potato from where?
America.
And this onion is Jamaican onion?
No.
Abroad? Yeah. All right. Your tomatoes, are they Jamaican tomatoes?
No.
No?
No, the crop
pepper?
wash out because of the rain.
Oh.
These are American tomatoes.
Do you have Jamaican tomatoes somewhere in the market? Or ground them? There is no need to hate imported goods. Instead, if we wish to support Jamaican farming, we should focus on buying local produce whenever we have a chance. And it doesn't matter where you buy it. At a roadside, a marketplace, small shop or a supermarket. If it says product of Jamaica, buy it on a regular basis. This will keep the demand going and benefit local farmers, allowing them to scale the production and be prepared for any challenges if they come. That's why I wanted to share with you the story of radical farms and grape tomatoes that are produced all year round in Jamaica, and to show the amount of effort, knowledge, dedication and passion that goes into this kind of production.
They take a lot of care though, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, they are,
Like
when they grow up, they are like babies, you know. Yeah, you have to take care of them and notice each tree. As you walk along, you notice each tree. You won't have tree falling out and then, you know, the production will go down. As they reach by the top there, we lower them. But after it reach here, we know it's time for it to lower, so we pull this and we carry it right down. Like for instance, this end one, you carry it around to this side. You have to say we do this like every 2 weeks, because by 2 weeks time it reach back up there. So it end up, when I finish for 6 months or so, it might be about 35 to 40 feet tall, one tree. This one, you can see where it is coming from. It starts in this bucket.
Oh, okay.
This one starts in this bucket. So you see it goes and goes until it make the turn go around, you know, and it continue bear. So, and then now every week after we reap, you have to take off 3 leaf or probably 2. You don't want to take it past this because it intends to push more leaf, you know, instead of to put out fruits. So you try to keep the leaf beyond this. The reason why we cut the leaf past this one, because this one is already finished beer. You know, so you try to keep it that you don't force to produce leaf. You want it to produce more fruits.
These clips, what are they holding? This one?
Each tree hold by the clips, you know. See it here? As I tell you, it go underneath the leaf. Yeah. Hold it, yeah, these are the clips that hold it. Firm and straight. So you see Juna is
Hello?
He's budding and clipping it. You have to clip it together so it don't fall.
You're clipping them from the top?
Yeah. Each week you have to put on a clip on it. And you have a specific place. If you notice where Juna is putting it, he's putting it mostly underneath this leaf. So the clip don't really move, you know, but if for instance it bursts, the clip would hold it right underneath the leaf.
Oh,
yeah.
So it doesn't fall?
Yeah, so it doesn't fall and destroy. When we grow the bigger ones, we have a thing called, what we call the J hook. We hook it onto this to hold up these, because the bigger tomatoes would just tear off these. And don't come on the same size. Some of them come very small. So you take off one.
This one is too big. It's green, but it's already big.
Yeah, yeah. And if you notice, it's down here, and this one is smaller.
Small, yeah.
But, and it started to ripe.
The demand for grape tomatoes didn't exist in Jamaica. They're great for salads, but these kinds of salads are not a part of Jamaican cuisine. When people see a box of grape tomatoes, they might assume they are imported and super expensive, even though their price is only slightly higher on average than usual salad tomatoes. So apart from all the challenges that farmers face in Jamaica, radical farms also face the challenge of introducing a brand new product on the market. And it took them several years before they could build a demand for it. So who are their customers? Grape tomatoes from radical farms are of very high quality, so they are distributed in such places as Half Moon Resorts or luxury villas like Golden Eye. You can also find them in restaurants like Uncorked, which in my opinion is one of the best restaurants in Jamaica for European cuisine. Radical Farms grape tomatoes can also be found in Progressive Foods supermarkets in Kingston, Montego Bay and Ocho, Rios. And this is how I learned about them. I'm their regular customer and I've been buying the product for quite a while now, simply because my family and I really love these salads that we make almost every day. And without Jamaican grape tomatoes, the salads won't have this fantastic flavor. One day, I just looked at the sticker, Radical Farms, St.Mary, and thought, I need to find out more about them. And here we are.
Our reaping days is like on Mondays only. And we only reap when the fruit is cherry ripe. We don't reap them when they are turn or orange. We reap them when they are cherry ripe. If you don't, you won't get them sweet.
I've seen some imported ones, but they don't taste as good. Do you think it's because they have to get them while they're still green?
Yeah, I think by the time, if they should pick them like cherry ripes, by the time they ship them here, probably they would start decay or, did I get soft or something like that. So they have to pick them more like, just like when we are shipping bananas, Green. Yeah, green. But we ship them for a ripening purpose, so by the time they reach, they're ripe. That's why you don't get them as sweet as these that we have out here. I have these three. These 3 row is mine. 10, 11, and 12. 4 of us, so I have 12 rows. So we pick 3 each. We pick in buckets and throw them into the crate, pack them there, and then we use the vehicle to transfer them down to the office there. And then we weigh them, we wash them, dry, package, then pack and send to all of the stores. So you like how it look?
Fantastic, fantastic. And I love how it tastes. Such a beautiful area.
Yeah.
With a lot of trees, everything.
These are the package. And then in spare time, we just do it like that. These are the container that we bought the package into. And then when it's packaged now, we put them back in these. And then the driver will take them out to the store. We only put like 50 package. So it's easy for him to lift.
Oh, so you put them in smaller ones?
Yeah.
So it's just 4 men doing this? Is your photo?
Yeah.
And what do you like most about working here?
Sometimes when you go out there to work for somebody, he's not very good. But this man is like my brother. Okay. If you notice, he's like my brother. I can do my thing. I know a lot of things, construction, as I say, a little bit of mason work. From I was like 17 grow up, I learned that trade. That was my main trade. But coming here work for him, he treat me that good, so I don't want to neglect him. I don't want to leave him go. Like, don't worry, anything you tell me to do, I just do it. Okay. He's like a good person.
Do you like the community here?
Yeah, it's a very nice community because I just live right across there, where I can see over here, where them can see me over there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dave. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Sorry. Sweet, great tomatoes. Radical Farms. Important note, this video is not sponsored by Radical Farms. In fact, none of my videos are sponsored by anybody except you, my audience. So thank you so much for watching, and once again I would like to thank our patrons, especially top tier patrons, for your continued support. If you wish to join them, you can do so from only $5 per month. My name is Irina, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.